Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is currently Friday night, so I apologize for the atrocious lighting. I don't usually start this at night, but with this sort of video, it's kind of perfect to start this right now. I'm going to be doing a what I read in 24 hours video. However, I cannot read for 24 hours straight, nor can I read for 12 hours and then 12 hours. Wish I could, but I don't have the time or the attention span. So I've seen some people like set a 24-hour timer and just see how much they read in the span of 24 hours. This could take me 2 weeks. We'll see. Could take me a lot longer than that. We'll find out. But I am planning on doing some reading right now, which is why I thought I should start this video and all of that. But I'm this close to being done with the Dawn of Onyx, and I'm going to be annoying and not speak too much about this because this is wrapping up a video that probably came out before this one. So yeah, we're gonna finish this, probably jump straight into the second book because I'm really enjoying it. So those are my plans. Yeah, I thought it was a good idea to start this off here, you know, at the very start of my weekend. Might have some time to read tonight. I'm pretty tired, so once my boyfriend finishes his things outside, I'll go inside and probably crash. But we'll see how much reading I do today. And then overall, this weekend, I'm hoping to have some time, but we are seeing family both days this weekend, so we'll see how much reading I'm able to get done. But anyways, enough talking. I'm gonna go read. I'm gonna go set my timer. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show you since I record on my phone, which is annoying, but I'll tell you. You'll just have to believe me what time it's at. Hello everyone, it is now Sunday. I did finish this book, and like I said, I talked about it in my other videos, so we won't speak about it too much, but I gave it 4 stars. I did really like this. Just had a tiny little chunk left, so you know what's funny is I actually stopped it like a page before the book itself ended, and then the rest of it was just an extra chapter of them meeting for the first time, but from the guy's perspective, so that was a little funny. I like turned the page and I was like, oh wow, it's over. Yeah, I've jumped straight into the second book, and I have 22 hours and 45 minutes left. I got up to chapter 13. I don't think I did really... I mean, I did a little bit of reading yesterday, so most of this is from Friday night though. And yeah, we'll see how much I'm able to read today. Currently 11 o'clock, and we have plans like starting at 3, and I'm not sure, like, I should probably clean up and do other things before we go. So we'll see how much I'm able to do. I'm trying to look at my whole book collection and like get rid of some books because my TBR is just far too long. So been trying to do that, and then I really, yeah, should pick up in here. It's kind of a mess. We'll see how much I do read today. I'll probably get back to you guys tomorrow morning in my car. I've been doing more filming in my car. It's a good time, you know. I have like 2 hours before I go into work, and I'm just in my car, so time to film. Anyways, like I said, chapter 13, page 106. I'm also obviously counting audiobook time as reading time, so when I'm in the car and I'm listening to my audiobook, I will also use the timer for that. And my current audiobook is Quicksilver. My 2 besties are obsessed with this book, and they've been getting on my case to read it, so I finally did, and they were like, you have to do the audiobook. So I have the audiobook on Libby. I'm really hoping I can finish it before my hold is up, but I didn't listen to it too much last week. On page 160, I believe, of this. So yeah, we'll count this obviously as reading time. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm not completely invested. I'm kind of just waiting for like us to catch up to know all the information. Like, we're on page 160 and we're still not done like creating the world or getting us kind of hooked, which I'm not too crazy about. Like, I feel like at this point we should be moving on with the plot and something should be going on, but there's not too much happening. But yeah, I really hope that I start to love this because my friends are obsessed with it and I need to be obsessed with it too. Hello everybody, it's now Tuesday and we have so much to talk about. First of all, I did get sick, so I'm sorry if you can hear that in my voice. It's a lot better than it was, but I've been suffering the past like 24 hours. Yesterday at work, I just slowly kept getting more and more sick, but I was working with my best friend and it was just the 2 of us scheduled. Usually there's 3. So I couldn't just leave her, so I just kind of suffered through the whole day. And then I went to my friend's house and she made me some dinner and we had a good catch up. But yesterday I didn't read that much. I read a tiny bit on my last break, but my brain just couldn't focus on the book because I was feeling so bad. I did a little bit of my audiobook, but today I stayed home and switched between dying in bed and doing chores and listening to my audiobook. So now I got down to 19 hours and 8 minutes. I got a pretty decent chunk of the way through Quicksilver. I'm on page 263 now. I will say that, like, I don't think I'm feeling the same way that my friends were about this book. Like, I'm not fully obsessed. Like, I honestly think
It's one of those where, like, if I stopped it right now, I wouldn't cry about it. Like, I wouldn't be that upset. I'd kind of just move on. So I'm not fully invested, which sucks because I want to love it as much as I do. But it is fine. It's good. I just don't care. And I'm still honestly just, like, confused about the world. I don't know why, but it's just, I don't know. I'm just not connecting with it as much as I have other books. But I'm enjoying it. It's just, like, I just listen to it and I'm like, Yeah, I made it a good bit of the way through this book. And then I have to say, happy Ashley Poston Day, everybody! She's become one of my new favorite authors, and I just picked this up, like, before I started filming, like, went out to my mailbox and got it. I really wish I could read this soon, but I do want to read Dead Romantics right here first, just so I'm caught up. But I am so excited for that. She's, like, my new favorite author. As for my other reading updates, I'm still reading Promise of Peridot. I am on page 262. I haven't read this at all today and only a tiny bit yesterday, so it's going. I'm not liking this one as much as I did the first one. I'm not sure why, but it's a fine time, you know. It's just a bit more plot heavy, and the writing feels kind of random to me. I feel like something happens and then all of a sudden the vibe and the tone and the setting and everything just changes. I'm not crazy about that, so I think that's why I'm not 100% invested. But and then this morning I woke up at 1 o'clock for literally like the 4th day in a row. But this morning, 1 o'clock, I didn't sleep. Just a little bit before my boyfriend was gonna wake up, I did start Book Lovers on my Kindle. Putting this book off for so freaking long. I've had this book for quite a few years now. I've just put it off because this one and People We Meet on Vacation, like, they're not her top books. So now we're all caught up. I'm only on page 9. I don't know if I said that, but so far invested. I love her writing so much. So I'm really hoping that this book hits. I've been really nervous for it. But yeah, I have just a couple of minutes before my boyfriend gets home, but last time I was filming in here, I said it was messy, and then I didn't do crap to clean it up, so I'm gonna try and do that now. And then I'm not sure how much I'll read today. Since I'm feeling a lot better, he'll definitely want to get me out of the house since I've been here all day. So we'll see what we end up doing and how much reading I get done tonight. But tomorrow, I'm going back to work, getting back on track, and then I have Thursday off. It is Juneteenth, so I have the day off. I'm really excited to hopefully be feeling better and just have a day to not be homesick. So that'll be great. I'm gonna hang out with a friend, so I probably won't read too much. But tomorrow, on my way home, I have no plans. I'm coming straight home, so I'm gonna try to listen to the audiobook the whole way. I've been so bad at pausing and unpausing my timer for audiobooks. Like, I'm great at it when I'm reading, but for some reason with audiobooks, I'm like, don't even think about it. So tried to get better at that today when I was listening to this. But yeah, gonna listen to this on my way home tomorrow. I'm gonna probably try to just focus on this book, but if I literally can't sleep again or something, then I love to use my Kindle. Yeah, this is my main priority. Gonna try and get this done. We'll see if I jump into the third one. I'm not sure. I'm not crazy invested. We'll have to see how the ending goes. So yeah, I'll be back with more updates later. Now, Wednesday evening, I'm feeling much better. Home from work, and I finished this book. Now at 17 hours and 7 minutes. I did listen to Quicksilver on my way home. It's getting better. I'm more invested. It's okay still, but improving. This book, like I said, I just finished it, and I think I'm gonna give it a 2.5 stars. I just honestly was so bored for the majority of this book. The ending made me really want to go get the next book and read it, but I just don't think it's worth it. This was so boring. In the ending, like before the big plot twist, I was just skimming. I was not paying attention. So yeah, I think 2.5 is a good rating, and I don't think I'm gonna continue it, which is sad because I want to go out, have the reward of getting the next book, but it's just not worth it. I'm glad to be done. The first one was great. This one was okay. I really don't care about it, and it wasn't very investing in my opinion. But I've now picked out my next read. I'm finally going to read The Dead Romantics. I'm meeting her a week from today, so I thought I should probably start this one. It is now Thursday morning. I have today off. I've had a very cozy morning, catching up on some YouTube, playing with my cat, you know, all that. So that's been really nice. It's currently 9:20. I haven't done any reading so far, but I have a pretty big update because I read a bunch yesterday. I'm now at 15 hours and 25 minutes, so almost halfway there, you know. We gotta think optimistically. I knew this video was gonna take me a while because I only read like really only an hour a day. So the main purpose is just kind of to see how much I read in the span of 24 hours. So anyways, it's fine. But yesterday I read a good chunk of this. I got to page 160, chapter 18. I'm pleased to inform you that I'm so obsessed. I love her writing. I literally need it injected into my veins. So yeah, this is going well. I love the magic realism in her books. This one about a girl who can see ghosts, and her family owns like a funeral operation sort of deal, and she kind of ran away from it because of something that happened in her past, and then her dad passes away and she has to come home. Backtrack a second. Right before that happened, she's a ghostwriter. Funny ghost, for a very big author, and she doesn't believe in love anymore, and she's asking for an extension from her new editor. Editor says no. Okay, now fast forward, she goes home, sees her dead editor. By the way, of course, he's really hot. So at this point, they're just kind of trying to work through things together. You know, he has some unresolved business. He's trying to, well, he offered to help her believe in love again so she can finish her manuscript. So that'll be interesting, falling in love with someone who's dead and is gonna like pass on. I'm like nervous. That'll be sad with the ending, but we'll see. She's never let me down. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. This is such a good time, and her quotes and just her writing is so beautiful. There's something in it. So yeah, I'm upset with myself that I've waited so long to read this. Not for any like reason. I just didn't have a reason to pick it up. Like I don't know. Same with so many books I have. I just like, I want to read them all, but I just have so many. Which is why I'm trying to cut back on books. I feel like this video has been so all over the place. But it's now Sunday afternoon. I have not read that much recently. So I'm at 13 hours and 46 minutes. Things are getting complicated now because I have this week to read. I do have the full week, and I need to scram on the audiobook for Quicksilver because I only have a hold on that through Libby for probably 6 or 7 more days. So that works out for this time range because I go on vacation after that and I won't be able to listen to any audiobooks. So yeah, I really need to finish that this week. So when I'm in the car, I better listening to my audiobook. So that'll get our time down a little bit. As for actual reading updates, I don't feel any differently about Quicksilver. I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's fine, but it's, you know, kind of what it is. For The Dead Romantics, I've only read a little bit, but I'm on page 189 now. I'm really enjoying this. I'm not sure if it's going to be a 5-star, but definitely a 4-star or above, we'll see. But yeah, this is just a good time. Really enjoying it. I love Ashley's writing so much, and I just remembered that I'm meeting her this week. That's crazy. In 3 days. Wow, okay. So yeah, I definitely need to work on this in the next couple of days. Anyways, I'd really like to finish this maybe tonight if I have the time, or tomorrow. And I have 2 options that I would really like to get to. The novella for Beasts of the Briar series just came out, and I actually already read this through their newsletter, but they've printed it, edited it, added in more words, so I really like to read it again. So this is just a really short, I could read it in an hour, especially since I've already read it. So I would love to read this soon, but also I've been really wanting to make my way through the Rena Kent universe, whatever. And my friend just said she's going to start it, and I just bought this today, and she said that like 20 minutes after, and I was like, is this my sign? So I have the first one. So I'd also really like to start this. But anyways, I'll be able to give you guys updates throughout this week. We'll see what I do. But when I'm on vacation, I don't think I'll film at all because I'm gonna be around family or my boyfriend or whatever the whole time and just relaxing. I don't plan on reading that much at all, but I do have a stack of books to bring with me. But like I said, I've got quite a bit going on this week. Let's see. Tomorrow I'm free. I'll just have to listen to my audiobook on the way home, maybe read some of this. But on Tuesday, I'm going to be hanging out with some friends for a while. Wednesday, I have this event. Today, I'm seeing a friend that I haven't seen in a while. Then Friday and Saturday, I've got to really get ready for our trip because we leave on Sunday. Hello everybody, it is Monday morning. I was able to get quite a bit of reading done last night, so I'm now at 9 hours and 33 minutes. And in that time, I did finish The Dead Romantics, settled on a 4-star for this. I did really enjoy it, but once I got back into it reading it yesterday, it took me a little bit to get into it because I was finding the dialogue pretty cringy. Like, it was seeming like it tried a little too hard, especially just between the main character and her brother. Like at the end of every single sentence, she would call him bub or bro or blah, 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 blah. And there's quite a few lines where I felt like the same exact sentence was repeated either like in the next paragraph or on the next page. So that kind of took me away from this a little bit, but I still really enjoyed it, and I'm super excited to meet her in 2 days. It's very exciting. I also sat down with my boyfriend by the fire and we read together, and I finished Prince of the Arena in one sitting. I have already read this in the newsletter, like I said, but I felt like this was very different. Like, it changed quite a few things, which I love. So I was like kind of reading it for the first time, and I didn't remember it from the newsletter. Like, I remembered the major things, but not like little things. So it was like reading it for the first time again, you know? Love this. 5 stars. I miss them so much. They are so freaking cute. And I need the next book in the series like immediately, but it doesn't come out till next year, so that's tough. But I think when we get close to that release, I might want to reread it's like the main books in this series because they're so good. So good. And then I did start Cruel King, and I'm obsessed. I'm absolutely obsessed. I'm on page 166, chapter 28. And you know what? It took me until like the last chapter to realize. So backtrack. The Legacy of God series by Rena Kent. One of my God tier series, right? And I know there's a series about like their parents. It's this one. It is this one. I didn't realize until like the last chapter. I was like, wait a minute. I do recognize these names and then the last names, and then I pieced together whose kid these parents, you know, which book correlates whose parents these are. But like I said, I'm obsessed. This is good. This is good. I'm a dark romance girly, okay? And I do like Rena Kent's books, right? This is the only other series of hers that I've read that wasn't The Legacy of God, so I wanted to start from the beginning. I have like a picture on my phone of the whole Rena-verse. So this was the starting point, and I'm obsessed. This is pretty good. Good morning. It is now Tuesday morning. I can tell because I wear the same sweatshirt for a couple days, but I did some progress yesterday. I finished Cruel King. This was amazing. I gave it 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed this. I haven't been like this obsessed with a book in so long. I've missed the feeling of being so I've missed the feeling of being so obsessed with a book that I just think about all the time, and I want to keep reading it, and every time I'm not reading it, I want to be reading it, and when I am reading it, I'm not thinking about anything else. Excuse me! So yeah, 4.5 stars. I really want to read the second book, but I must wait. I think I mentioned earlier that my friend / coworker who's in the car next to me, we're both going through the Rena-verse together, so she's reading this as well and really enjoying it, and we're going to read the second one when I come back from vacation, but I really want to read it. But I did start In the Weeds last night. I've been needing to read this for a while. I wanted to read it last year. It's like a springtime romance. It is now officially summer, but got to page 22, and I have 7 hours and 10 minutes left on my timer. So yeah, I've made some pretty good progress. I also listened to Quicksilver for a little bit yesterday, and I will say I am obsessed with Kingfisher. Kind of the only thing I'm enjoying about the book. I don't care about the plot at all. It's not really interesting to me. Kingfisher though, he's the great character. Hello everyone, it is Thursday morning, and I wanted to do a quick update. First of all, I am exhausted. The Ashley Poston event was last night. I was out so late. I'm really tired. I'm gonna have to work, but it's fine. Just for an update, the event was so much fun. Got all my books signed, very happy. It was a great time, but I am so tired. But for a reading update, first of all, super close to being done with Quicksilver, like super close. And we're at a pretty big, like the plot finally got interesting. Like, okay, Kingfisher was the only reason I was liking the book, right? The plot was so boring until like the 80% mark. So I didn't really like that, but I mean, maybe the ending of the book will make up for it. My friend keeps saying she's waiting for me to get to that point, so I'm ready. I've read a little bit of In the Weeds, and I'm just not in the mood for like
a general romance, I think. Even with knowing that, I tried to start Love Theoretically. This is the book that my friends wanted to have for our book club this month, and we're meeting Allie Hazelwood next month. So I really wanted to, and I got to page 34. I don't think I'm in the mood for a normal, just romance. Well, I was about to say that, today I'll find a book on my Kindle. Let's pray she's at home. I did empty this thing out so I could just bring a book into the event yesterday, but oh wow, okay. Yeah, let's pray she's at home. She should be. I guess I'm forced to read this. It's not bad. It is not bad. I just don't want to read it. It's me. It's me. I'm the problem. For a time update, I have 4 hours and 11 minutes left. I would really love to finish this before I leave. I mean, I don't know that I will. We'll see. I do have plans today again. I'm honestly hoping they won't last too long because I'm so tired. I'm gonna go home. But yeah, I guess today I'll try and read as much of this as I can, but since I am really tired, we'll see.
Hi guys, it is really hot in here, so I'm gonna try and keep this quick. It is about a week and a half later. I went on my vacation. I did film a clip to end off this video, but then my boyfriend walked in and I got interrupted, and then we had to go start doing things, so I decided to film it now. Also got sick, so if you can sort of hear that in my throat, I'm sorry. But what I had said in that clip was the last time I filmed the video you just watched, I finished Quicksilver that night. I ended up giving this 3 stars. To be honest, I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. Friends like adore this book. Actually, everybody that I know in real life has given this 5 stars and adores this, and I just expected more, to be honest. I thought the beginning was interesting, I was hooked, and then the middle was just so boring. I didn't care about anything that was happening in this fairy world. I will say that Kingfisher, I've already talked about this, but he was the most interesting part of the story, to be honest. But yeah, finally at the end it did pick up and I was interested in what was happening, and I'm interested for the next book, but I don't think I'm going to be in any hurry to read it. So yeah, I was kind of disappointed by this one. By the way, in the clip that I got interrupted in, it was Saturday morning and I had 2 hours and 20 minutes left. I've definitely passed that by now, but I thought I'd catch you up to where I am now. I read practically nothing on my vacation. I did start Firefly Lane and I got to around, I want to say around page 150, and I did soft DNF this. It is good. I am wanting to read it, but maybe it's just not what I was wanting in the moment, because I kind of was expecting something different. I was expecting 2 women going through life together as friendship and like their ups and their downs, and obviously there's going to be ups and downs, but to be honest, I was finding these characters very infuriating, especially Tully. She was really getting on my nerves, and like I understand why she is the way she is, but I just didn't like her. I really didn't. And to be honest, they're not really there for each other. They're just jealous of each other, and maybe that gets better, but I got to page 150 and it was not better, and I don't know, there's not many ups, there's kind of just downs, and I just wasn't in the mood for it. It was kind of just annoying me. Don't get me wrong, I really do want to read this, but maybe just not right now. And then I started Deviant King. This is what I'm reading right now. I'm on page 171. I'm enjoying this so far. I love Rena Kent. I haven't disliked anything that I've read of her so far. So I'd say I'm a solid halfway through. And yeah, it's good so far. And with that, that is the end of this video. Yeah, this is around what I would read in a 24-hour period, I guess. It was kind of a lot, but it jumped all over the place. Like there was a couple DNFs, right? I don't remember. My memory's terrible. I don't know. I wish I was more concise with what I was reading, then we'd have a more accurate way of knowing how much I read, since I kind of went in and out of so many things, but it's alright. It was a fun video to do. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for my future videos. I'm really excited for what I have planned.